Well, hi, everyone. This is the Brad Free Report for April 20th with one question. Is picking the Kentucky Derby winner as easy as finding the favorite? 5 straight winning favorites would suggest that it is an easy game, but we all know it's not. Nothing is easy in handicapping, even though it's been a pretty good run for favorites in the Kentucky Derby. Let's take a look at the last 5 winners of the Kentucky Derby. Starting in 2013, Orb. Yeah, he was favored, $12.80. California Chrome, American Pharoah, Triple Crown winner, Nyquist, and last year's winner, Always Dreaming. 5 consecutive winning favorites. Good prices on those favorites, by the way, and that's what happens in a big field. This year, most of the attention is on Santa Anita Derby winner Justify. He's expected to start favored in the 2018 Kentucky Derby. So the question is this. Is Justify the latest version of Brother Derek, or is he the latest version of California Chrome? Brother Derek won the Santa Anita Derby. He had trouble and finished a distant 4th in the Kentucky Derby. He actually never won again. California Chrome, he won the Santa Anita Derby, followed with a decisive victory in the Kentucky Derby and retired having earned more than $14 million. Now, Justify, similar to Brother Derek and California Chrome, won the Santa Anita Derby on the front end. California Chrome actually pressed the pace from second. So let's compare. Brother Derek off the board in the Kentucky Derby. California Chrome, a decisive winner of the Kentucky Derby. Here's 2006. Brother Derek, a lot of people suspected that Brother Derek was not as good as his 108 Beyer speed figure made him look. He got loose on an easy lead, 47-2, 111-1, and he was gone. The surface was fast in 2006. It was fast in 2014, and California Chrome made it look even faster. He won by 5 lengths with a 107 Beyer speed figure. This is the 2014 Santa Anita Derby. California Chrome, 47 flat, 110-4, long gone. Fast forward to 2018, and here is the latest star to emerge from the Bob Baffert stable, Justify. He won by 3 lengths with a 107 Beyer speed figure. The surface was slow, 47-4, 112-3, and Justify was gone. Now, a good speed figure, a good pace figure will account for the speed of the track. Anyone can see that Justify is the high figure starter in this year's Kentucky Derby. Yet there are reasons why this gifted colt might not be a cinch at Churchill Downs. First of all, there's the unraced at 2 curse, although I suspect that might be less relevant in this era. Justify's rapid development, 3 triple-digit Beyer speed figures in a 7-week span. Is it too much too soon? Justify has never been in a serious battle because he is so fast. He runs away from his rivals, but his lack of battle-tested seasoning, to me, is the most significant potential flaw. The final Derby prep by Justify was more similar to Brother Derek than it was to California Chrome. And I'm not talking physicality or pedigree or trainer or early seasoning. I'm talking about specifically last start. I incorporate pace figures into my handicapping analysis of the Southern California circuit. The figures I use are produced by Tom Brohammer, pace guru and author of Modern Pace Handicapping. You've probably heard the expression, it's not how fast they run, but how they run fast. That's what I use pace figures for, to distinguish in a numeric sense how they ran fast. Brother Derek, California Chrome, Justify, they all ran fast in the Santa Anita Derby. The question is, how did they run fast? On the Brohammer scale, 110 is the par figure for grade 1 3-year-olds in spring, a legitimate grade 1 3-year-old, a speed horse, a front runner / pace presser, earns a 110 or higher pace figure and a 110 or higher final figure. Pace figure is sort of the speed figure for the first 6 furlongs. Now, the Brohammer figures are based on methodology by Bill Kieran. They're not quite the same as the Beyer speed figures. Let's take a look at a comparison, a pace speed figure comparison between Brother Derek, California Chrome, and Justify. Brother Derek and Justify earned the same pace speed figures in the Santa Anita Derby, 106, 112. Brother Derek and Justify went moderately slow early, and they finished fast. Their figures for the Santa Anita Derby were 4 points. Their pace figures were 4 points below par. As for California Chrome, well, his Santa Anita Derby pace figure was only 1 point less than par. His final figure was higher than par. It was his previous start, California Chrome's previous start, a powerful win in the San Felipe Stakes, in which California Chrome exceeded the pace speed figure pars by a significant margin. Now, Justify, he's kind of an enigma. Certainly, you can't love him off a slow pace win in the Santa Anita Derby unless you think he's going to get the same trip in Kentucky. That's not going to happen. But Justify's previous start, in which he earned a 115 Brohammer pace figure, followed by a 109, well, that race kind of complicates pace speed figure analysis, because in winning the allowance, Justify earned a higher than grade 1 par pace figure and almost grade 1 par final figure, even though it was just an allowance race and just at a mile. Maybe Justify is legit. Well, he is legit, but we're talking Kentucky Derby, and the Derby is a war. Justify's victory in the Santa Anita Derby on an uncontested lead, slow early and fast late, is the race that made him the Kentucky Derby favorite. If that was the only fast race he had run, he'd be an easy toss, win or lose, but we can't go purely on his last start. Justify has run 3 races that were fast in terms of final time. Still, there is uncertainty. Is Justify another Brother Derek, or is he similar to another California-based frontrunner, such as we saw in 2014 when California Chrome won the Santa Anita Derby in a romp and came right back and won the Kentucky Derby? Justify will try to become the 6th consecutive favorite to win the Kentucky Derby, but he has questions to answer. Those answers arrive May 5th at Churchill Downs. I'm Brad Free. Talk to you soon.